Folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Now, hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa. Next year will be my 10th anniversary as the President of Edumasa. 10th anniversary, can you believe that? Everyone is invited. You'll all be invited to come and witness and experience the Little Republic of Edumasa. Well, but every Monday, right at this time, we meet here to perform one of the most important rituals we have in Ghana, I may say. You know, we lay it bare, we pour out our hearts, we share ideas, we tolerate each other, and above all, we become Ghanaians with no labels. Now, let me welcome you to the show I call That's My Opinion. And our topic today is In the Matter of Nigeria. In the matter of Nigeria. Folks, this world is becoming smaller and smaller by the day. I think the new term now is global village. So what happens in one part of the village can affect the other part, even though they may not seem to be related. Now, I don't know if we have Nigerians who normally tune in. It would be nice to hear from them as well. But in short, whatever problems we have in Ghana, multiply by 10, and you will get Nigeria. Whatever problems we have in Ghana today, just multiply it by 10 and you will get Nigeria. Now that's why sometimes you get, videos on WhatsApp of our brothers from Nigeria frustrated about us complaining of our situation. From the days of President Jerry Rawlings through to President Nana, they've always wished to have our sort of leaders or our presidents there. Say, look, if you want, why don't you just exchange if you don't like it? Folks, Nigeria and Ghana have similar setup because of how we were colonized by the same people, the British. And if you go further back, they were also great kingdoms who suddenly had new borders drawn around them and were asked to identify as one people. They had no shared vision. They had no shared goals. They hadn't fought any battles for a common goal. They didn't even know each other, nor even speak the same language or have the same culture. But here they were, mighty Nigeria on paper, but in their hearts they were still Igbo or Yoruba or Fulani or Hausa. That's what their hearts told them. But on paper it said they were Nigerians. And as usual, folks, their land is blessed beyond measure with resources, but they can't seem to cut it. Nigeria's crude is so fine and one of the best in the world that with the basics of methods you can refine it. That's why you go in the Niger Delta and they can refine the fuel right there in the jungle and sell it. Sweet crude is the name of such crude oil. Within the oil fraternity they call it sweet crude. It doesn't get better than that, and they have it in abundance. Currently, folks, it's the most populous black nation on earth. 7th largest population in the world. 7th. China, India, USA, Pakistan, Brazil, then Nigeria. China, India, USA, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, then Nigeria. 208 million and growing at 2.58%. Killer growth. Folks, killer growth. 208 million growing at 2.58%. Killer growth. We'll come to it. Folks, currently 40% of Nigerians can read or write. Now that's about 8.2 million people. that's the size of Togo, more than the size of Hong Kong, more than Sierra Leone. It's about Gambia, Namibia, and Botswana put together. Just to give you the magnitude of the issue. Imagine what it will take to educate this number of people. 23% of this number practice open defecation. 23% of this number practice open defecation. That's nearly 5 million people out there in the open. Folks, our good neighbors have a 22 million housing deficit. Yes, you heard me right. 22 million housing deficit. How about power? Folks, Nigeria has 12,522 megawatts. That's installed capacity, but generate only 4,000 megawatts. Only 45% of the population is hooked up to power. 36% in the rural areas and 55% in the urban areas. 20 million of their households are not connected to the grid. And even those connected to the grid have major reliability problems. 19% of Nigerians, just 19, have access to safe potable water. Ubi a pipe no essential, just open the tap. 19%. Folks, after all these nation-reckoned statistics, Nigeria is growing by 5.3 million new babies a year. 5.3 million new babies a year. Yes, you heard me. That's about the size of Congo. In 1 year, you produce babies to fill Namibia and the Gambia at once. You produce babies to fill Namibia and Gambia at once on a yearly basis. How do you solve your problem or even catch up with your deficits? Now, out of the 22 million housing deficits, folks, in order to catch up, according to their own statistics, they need to be building 700,000 houses a year. Folks, assuming even money wasn't an issue, where do you get 700,000 houses in a year? Currently, they are managing only 100,000, short of 600,000, and yet the population is growing at 5.3 million. That's the grim picture. How do you catch up? Let alone find equity. Folks, crime is on a different level. They're on a different scale. Kidnapping, armed robbing, rape. So you see, Nigeria cannot be left to burn. Particularly Ghana. We should be more worried than the Nigerians themselves. Because where else will they go? Togo? They will tell you, God forbid. As for Benin, even if they are in the car, they won't even stop to drink or even take a leak in Benin. They won't. Folks, those who can afford, should there be a total chaos, those who can afford will fly to London, a few to USA. The rest are coming straight here. Folks, imagine if 30 million Nigerians ran to Ghana. To them, it's just a fraction of their population. To us, it's doubling our population in the shortest period of time. We will grind to a halt. I mean, there's 280 million. 30 million should escape as refugees and head here. It won't be like the Liberian Budumbran case. No, this will be a total catastrophe for us. I'll tell you what else would happen, folks. The big rich ones will come in and buy us out. Our already property prices that are, skyrocketing will now hit the roof. Cost of living will be unbearable. Private schools, there will not be space for anyone to even get a private school, and it will be out of reach. Now that will be at the high end of the social echelons. Then there are those who will compete with us in the open defecation. They are also going to come. The poor guys are also going to come, who will literally need life support to survive. They will need health for free, school for free, accommodation for free, and maybe even food, folks, on a daily basis for free. Folks, if Nigeria falls, Ghana is next. If Nigeria falls, Ghana is next. Then West Africa can kiss itself goodbye. So the matter in Nigeria is not a matter of Diofiasm. We should at all costs go behind the scenes and rescue our neighbors. In times like this, egos are high, sentiments are high, and you can't be any public display of embarrassment or whatever it is, but diplomacy in the back door should be crucial, essential, and should be going on. And look at how it started. End SARS. Then they moved. Prosecute the soldiers who shot the protesters. Compensate the victims. Now government should even step down. Folks, this is where the copycat revolutions come in. The situation of hardship and inequality runs across. As I said, we are in a global village. And people, though not in Nigeria, can still relate. Now, we've had few skirmishes over the weekend. It should sound as a warning to us. Folks, we are being divided by politics. We've been divided by tribe. But very soon, the youth will be united by poverty. They will be united by despair and hopelessness. That's what will bring them together. Yes, there will still be MPP, there will still be NDC, there will still be Voltarians and Easting and Northing. That will all be there. But they will find something that will bring them together. They will realize that they are always poor. And the few who are rich are always getting rich. They will realize that the despair runs across. Hopelessness runs across. And that will bring them together. And folks, believe you me, we don't want that. Let us quench the fire in Nigeria. Let us go back onto the drawing board and manage our population. Folks, let's go back to the drawing board and manage our population. We cannot, close, our African leaders can't close their eyes to this issue and think, it's a taboo area. It's not. It is the main issue. Population is running away from development, running away from resources, running away more than we can manage and turn these humans into capital. African leaders should sit down and say, you know something, we have enjoyed for 50 years. It's time to stop enjoying, start investing for the future. Start planting for the next generation. Start sowing seeds for the next generation. Folks, the trees we are planting today should not, it's not going to bear fruit for us. It should be for our children. We then plant into their heads that, listen, once you come and you start harvesting these fruits, you should be planting for the next generation. Yesterday I was having a conversation with my uncle. And it's just so funny that the further back you go, or once upon a time you could make a call, telephone call from Kokrantumi. You could post a letter from Kokrantumi. You could take a train from here. Black Star Line had 16 shapes. It's as though as you go back, things were better. But what happened was that we did not replace the ships, we did not replace the the aeroplanes, we did not put new telephone lines. We just squandered at the moment, and that's what we do. We are just living for today. And so what's going to happen is that yes, today it's possible because we are all divided. We are divided by MPP, we are divided by NDC, we are divided by the North, we are divided by the South, we are divided by Airways, divided by accounts. We are all in our small corners divided. But one day, they will find that no, even in our division, there's something that runs across. Poverty, despair, hopelessness, being disrespected, not enough to go round. And when they unite on that cause, it doesn't matter where they unite. It could be in the Congo. It could be in Zaire. But those in Ghana will sit down and think that, no, hold on, I can identify. Those in Ivory Coast will say, no, I can identify. Those in Ghana say, no, I can identify with that. I've been a party foot soldier throwing stones in Ododio since God knows when, and I'm still here throwing stones. While people are sending their children to Ashasi, you are in Ododio throwing stones. But one day, today, thank God, he's ignorant, so he'll throw the stones for you. But one day, he'll pick up the stone and think that, hold on, this is about my 100th stone I'm going to throw. I don't have a car, I don't even have a chamber pot to piss it. And they will unite on that cause. So what we need to do is we need to quench the fire in Nigeria, come back to the drawing table and rescue ourselves by speaking the truth to ourselves that you can't manage this unbearable population growth and you can't be living for today when there are people going to come tomorrow. We must live and make sure that tomorrow's people are very, very comfortable. So I am not here to say it was his fault or that fault or who caused it. No, that's not what the show is about. The show is about that if we let one nation go, particularly Nigeria, who are English speaking and therefore relate to us closely. If you look at the numbers, even today where things are normal, there's no war. Look at the Okanshi and the Abusi Okan. People sometimes think that hold on, there's too many of these Nigerians here. Now that everything is peaceful, can you imagine if Nigeria is set ablaze? Nigeria should be saved at all costs. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree. But it's 0302-216-541.
Home is where the heart is, and you deserve to make it beautiful. Whatever your dream home, there's a right option for you at the 11th Joy News Habitat Fair in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This one-stop shop fair will answer all your questions, be it mortgage financing or land acquisition and furnishing. Join us at the Accra International Conference Center for the 11th edition of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair from Friday, November 6th to Sunday, November 8th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. The fair is under the theme Affordable Housing Beyond the Rhetoric. There will be virtual webinars during the fair on our social media platforms as we seek credible solutions to our housing problems. Remember to observe all COVID-19 safety protocols when visiting the fairgrounds and follow us on our social media platforms with the hashtag Joy Habitat Fair. For participation or inquiries, call us on 054-690-8179 or 024-434-0431. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and sponsored by GHB Properties. Experience affordable luxury. DBS Roofing Papa Perfie, Duraplast Limited, manufacturers of high-quality UPVC and HDPE pipes, fittings, and rotational molded products. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. The Plant City Extension Project, rent to own at Joy News Habitat Fair. Everything housing.
From farm to plate, do you really know what you're eating? A short circuit in the food chain could actually change the price and size of what you eat.
In fact, this Christmas is going to be a big blow. For about 4 years now, every year, we produce not less than 40,000 for the Christmas. This year, broiler is going to be a big problem for the Ghanaians.
Technology has totally changed the face of farming. But how is Ghana plugging in?
Birds in general eat worms, they eat maggots. So why are we feeding birds with fish? It raises up some questions. So we come up with this idea that we can help small-scale farmers to formulate their own feed.
Food chain, everything agriculture, and more on the Joy Business Report this and every Thursday.
Keep this frequency clear.
99.7.
So the number is 0302-216-541. matter of Nigeria. Okay, who's going to be my first caller?
Nana.
Yes, sir.
I greet you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your home was Derek.
Yes, let me hear you.
It's unfortunate today is my first time I saw the WhatsApp, by the way. So, on a lighter note, and I greet my mom and then my sister, Princess.
Good.
Nana, I agree with you 100%. If we are to go back to independence, it wasn't Nigeria and Ghana. But our advantage here is we attained our independence before that. And then at a point in time, they were here. Though they were thrown out, we also went there. We were also thrown out. So there's a possibility that when Nigeria falls, Ghana is going to fall. Let's sit up, help one another. I thank you.
I thank you too. 0302216541. Ajimai is online. Hello, Ajimai.
Good evening, Nana.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing wonderful.
I'm good.
Yeah. And I think although the deal and domestic violence should be a topic on its own. Because it is very wide. Okay. Now with this, what I want to channel on is the Nigerian issue.
Yeah.
And I just said, I got to say about what you share, not censorship.
Yep.
When we say it doesn't concern us, by the time we see that it concerns us, then we are going to run away. And when you consider the number of Nigerian population we have in our country, and when it gets worse, they will bypass Benin, Togo, and come to Ghana. So the best thing is the thing that we can do to help Nigeria to be peaceful, Ghana to be peaceful. God bless you, Nana.
God bless you too, my brother. This one says 1996 Kumi Preko demonstration. It was despair that brought the people together, and it was bloody. It is funny how some of these elites feel that they are protected. When the people begin to speak, you ask yourself, with all our security forces combined, will they even be up to 2 million versus over 24 million angry Ghanaians? They have flown their families abroad, but forgetting one thing, that they need to keep the home intact. When I become the leader of Ghana tomorrow, I promise you and my late grandmother that I will build a heaven here for all. Makosby Anthony. Freddie's on the line. Hello, Freddie.
Hello, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening.
And I've enjoyed your insightful education about the situation. Honestly, first, I wasn't well informed, but I think this is very good for us. Now, what I think is that the ECOWAS, the international community, they should all be more proactive to resolving this issue. Because at the very moment, we are not even comfortable with the quantity already here. And if more to come, how are we going to host them, feed them, educate them, employ them, and all that? So we appeal to the international community. It is beyond only Ghana. It is beyond only ECOWAS. That principle of non-interference, among other issues, I don't think it will help now. So the whole international community should come in to assist our fellow brothers, Nigeria, to resolve this peacefully and amicably. We also appeal to them not to be violent, not to loot and use, foul language and all those things that will escalate the situation. Thank you very much, Nana.
Thank you so much too for calling. Suzanne Edua Mankwa says, Nana, you're so right. If Nigeria bends, we are in deep trouble. This is where it is said, when Nigeria sneezes, we, Ghana, will catch a cold. And this will be no ordinary cold. It will be COVID and Kasa. Hello, Kofi's on the line.
Yeah.
Kofi, let me hear you.
Already, the problem is here. The problem that you're talking about. We're not going to wait for the years you are predicting. It's already here. Tiptoe Lane, Circle, Nigerians have taken over. Guta had to fight them. Kumasi Magazine, they've taken over. they have to fight them. You go to Kaswa, they have a community there, a large community, to the extent that even our immigration officers, it's in the news, just a couple of months back, went there just for verification purposes. And the community there massed up, chased them out. They had to call for reinforcement. You know, so the problem is already here. They come in their numbers. Go to Ashaiman, they are there. Now, why in Ghana are they not? They're not really they are there. They've taken over Ghana. We are not waiting for any years to come. So they better fix whatever problems they have in their country. Why don't they go to Cameroon? I think that Ghana, I don't know whether it's our security forces or our laws are so lax or whatever, that anybody just wakes up, picks his or her bag, comes to Ghana. Nobody asks what they are doing. They live in their homes. And I mean, if you say they do internet fraud, somebody will tell you, hey, you can't speak like that on radio. Don't talk like that. Joy FM is an international platform. You can't say it. When that is what they are doing. Look at even money laundering.
You can say some. You can say some. You see, that's the thing. You can say that's what some are doing, not all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. I agree with you perfectly, Nana.
Sure.
Yeah, you are very right. Yeah. But you know, majority carries the vote. Just like Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana, I can't say he's the president of some Ghanaians. You know. But anyway, you are right. So the point I'm making here is that Ghana has been blacklisted for money laundering. We can't do business with PayPal. Our businessmen can transact. You can't even send a certain amount of money abroad just because we've been blacklisted. They did it in Nigeria. They blacklisted them. They moved in drones to Ghana. They drive $30,000 vehicles in Ghana, doing nothing. Nobody's asking questions. So the problem is already here.
Thank you very much. Be fruitful and multiply was the commandment given to man and his wife when the whole population of the entire earth was two people. Let the wise hear the voice of the historian of the African lions. Udote ni udote. Even me, I haven't thought about it like that. It's true. When they said be fruitful and multiply, no mere two people. Not when you are 208 million. You are not fruitful and multiply. You must take serious caution in how you multiply. Yes, I bet you. 5.3 million a year. Folks, 5.3 million a year. That's like a whole country. A whole country. They need health, they need food, they need water, they need shelter, they need roads, they need energy, they need everything. Where are you going to provide such a thing? We must be careful. Dumpre is on the line. Hello, Dumpre.
Yeah, Nana.
Good evening, sir.
Nana, good evening to you, good to your sweet wife, and all the participants.
Great.
Nana, you have hit the nail right on the head. Two things that I want to talk about.
Sure.
Those who have been open education. When we allow this matter in Nigeria to escalate, and when they come down, there they put that we are going to see in the forefront the robbery, the attack, the misdemeanor, and other things. And those who have the economic power, they're going to affect our cost of living. So I was so grateful when you pinpoint those two issues, and our legal must pick up. Where and yet you and one of we need regional integration to resolve diplomacy. It must happen behind the back door, like you said. It's not about ego. Nana, Yamin Shao.
Challenge Yamin Shao. So 0302216541. Kwabna is on the line. Hello, Kwabna.
Hi, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening.
So I've listened to your analysis. I must say it's a very intriguing discussion you have this evening. So I live and work in Nigeria.
Okay.
I've been doing that for the past couple of years, and I can so much relate to what you're talking about. I mean, for most Nigerians, Ghana is the next home. You know, nobody thinks about Benin or Togo. I mean, when they think of the next home aside Lagos, it's Accra. You know, so when this thing happened, I've got most friends telling me that, I mean, their passports are ready, and if anything should go wrong, they are flying into Ghana. You know, so what you're saying is really true. It is such a beautiful country in Nigeria, such an enormous, potential in terms of the scale, the size of the economy, and all that. But a few things are not going well in terms of leadership and all the things you spoke about. But I think that what we need to take out from this is that the two governments must be able to collaborate better. Because if we see a fiasco, it would surprise you if you take a census of the Nigerian students in Ghana at the moment. Because for every average Nigerian, if they can't afford to take their kids to the UK or the US, they'll bring them to Accessi or bring them to Lagos. So this is just a next home for them. So we can't just fold our arms and watch on. There should be better, collaboration with the two governments in terms of competitive advantage. We've done a bit of that in the arts when it comes to movies and music and all that. We need to take advantage of each other to the benefit of both countries because it is going to happen. It's happened already. We just need to be prepared for it. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, I'm so grateful that you called and you have the Nigerian experience. And so, when we hear it from you, it holds more water. Enyoma is in Lagos. Hello, Enyoma.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Are you calling from Lagos?
Yes, I'm calling from Lagos. I've been following the conversation on Twitter.
Okay.
With respect to the Nigerian situation and some Ghanaians being quite scared about what is happening, apprehensive about, migration.
Sure.
That way because of unrest in this place. But first of all, before I go on, let me just say I schooled in KUSC.
Good. So you're part Ghanaian.
So Ghana is like my second home. I have friends that are there too now and everything.
Great.
Yeah. So okay, my comment goes this way. I think I understand the situation with Ghanaians being quite scared with respect to Nigerian businessmen and businesses and their incursion into Ghana and everything. But I think we can also look at it the other way. If because with what is happening in Nigeria, nobody knows what's going to happen after now. Because for anybody that doesn't know, Lekki is...
Oh, did I? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I still have you.
Yeah. Yeah, Lekki is the biggest middle-class district in Nigeria.
Okay.
So everybody is still very shocked that this happened, like the government was able to pull this off. Because, some massacres are happening in different parts of Nigeria that people have not really looked at. But the significance of this is so glaring. And in fact, the governor of Lagos just, admitted on CNN today that the military indeed shot at people.
Wow.
So we don't know what's going to happen. Everybody's just still watching. But before I go, let me just say, the government can turn it the other way around. Who Nigerian businessmen as a source of foreign direct investment?
Sorry. The line just dropped, but that was Inyoma from Lagos. That's the frightening bit. We don't know what will happen. No, folks. We don't have the luxury to say we don't know where it's going. We must come together and know where it is going. We must start talking behind the scenes and know where it is going. Because you see, with conflict, if you leave it too much and there's too many egos and too many sentiments, it becomes so difficult to resolve it. And if you are unfortunate and you sneak in religion, that's the end of it. But Williams is on the line. Hello, Williams.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, let me hear you.
Yeah, good to be a part of this show.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. Well, let me stop or correct what the earlier Nigerian was saying. There's no uncertainty of what is going to happen, like you rightly corrected. We know what is going on. We know what is happening. And we know how to correct this thing. Yes, our leaders have failed us. And I totally agree with them. But Ghanaians should not be worried. I mean, I could hear Ghanaians say that this will be the next place for Nigerians to turn into. But I can give them a good news. Nigeria is going to get better.
Amen.
We will not need to come to Ghana. You see, we're not going to pray for the downfall of Ghanaians or Ghana. And we don't expect and we don't pray that one day Ghana will be looking forward to come to Nigeria. We are praying that these two countries will stand on their own. We will see our countries come back to normal. Look, Nana.
Yeah.
We will see our country come back to normal. And Ghana will be a great country too. So I don't buy the idea of, people pulling it down with me from they will run here, they will come and school here. I believe so strongly that the youth are taking it by force and things will be corrected, and we would love to go back to our countries and to live in Ghana and to live in Nigeria. These two countries are great countries with great leaders, with great youth, and we can achieve this. And I know with God on our side, things will get better, and Nigerians will not need to run anywhere. It will not come to a revolution, but things will change better. Thank you, Nana.
Thank you, and I'll say a big, big amen to that. But Nana, why do we have to sit in our own country for foreigners to come and take over? Lebanese come, they take over. Chinese come, they take over. Liberians come, they sell our land. So where is the problem? We point our finger at them, 3 fingers pointing back at us. If we don't abide by our laws and be highly patriotic, bringing our country first instead of our pockets, we are finished. The responsibility is ours. My senior brother, Kwame Jantua. Hello, and Mike is in the crowd.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mike.
Nana, my name is Mike. I'm also a Nigerian.
Oh, good.
And I've lived in Ghana for 20 years.
Good.
I want to say this, I was listening to the program and I heard somebody speaking about Nigerians taking over, buying expensive cars and Ashiyama, Kasua and whatever.
Yeah.
One thing I should pray, I'm a pastor too.
Great.
One thing I should pray for Ghana and Ghanaians is that the peace and the unity you have in Ghana, you continue to enjoy it.
Amen.
You guys don't know the value of the peace you have in this country. One, I will pray for you guys to see the men that have the same peace. Secondly, the reason why Nigerians are coming to Ghana, one is because we see here as our second home, because we believe we are the second or the nearest English-speaking country around us. And secondly, because of bad governance. If you have bad governance, you see this happening from time to time, like the unrest. So Ghanaians shouldn't be for lack of a better word, praying or speaking as if everybody wants to come to Ghana. Nobody wants to. If the governance in Nigeria is okay, I don't think any Nigerian want to leave Nigeria and come to Ghana and stay. Ghana is a fruitful country. Ghana is a lovely country, same as Nigeria. But some people are leaving because of the bad governance in Nigeria. So let Ghanaians not see it as if we're taking over the country. No Nigerian is coming to Ghana to take over the country. People are just coming because they want a good life in Ghana. And let them not just be generalizing that every Nigerian in Ghana is a criminal. We are not criminals. We now have bad plots. Like you say in Ghana, in every house you have a mensa or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not every Nigerian in Ghana are criminals.
I agree to that. I definitely agree that not the fact that there are 1 or 2 bad nuts. Samuel is on the line. Hello, Samuel.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Samuel.
Yeah, about Nigeria issue. Mm-hmm. I think we Ghanaians should at least mind our own business. Mm-hmm. Even though what he's saying is true, like it's a concern to us, but we should mind our business and we should concentrate on the border. Nigeria is a sovereign country. We shouldn't try and engage in them. If they call for help then fine. If they don't call for help, please, let's mind our own business and secure our borders. That's my opinion.
Thank you very much for that opinion. But the issue is, if refugees are coming, you can't shut your borders. It's international regulations. So when refugees, you don't want it to get to a stage where they are creating refugees, because when they are coming in, you can't stop it. But let me go to USA. Kobna is there. Hello, Kobna.
Hello, Nana. How are you?
Good evening, and it's been a while.
Yes, I joined the program late, so I'm not really conversant with what the topic is. But I heard something like the Nigerian arrest. Is it right?
That's right. I'm just saying that West Africa should make sure that Nigeria doesn't fail, because if it fails, it affects everybody. And particularly Ghana, because of our relationship with them, it will affect us too. So we must be concerned and try to go behind the scenes to solve the problem.
Oh, Nana, you are right. You are perfectly right. And that's why we have our president as the ECOWAS chairman. And he is supposed to have that responsibility of solving that problem. Ghanaians, we have a value of responsibility. So when there is a problem, we quickly get in and solve it. And that's why we're all concerned. And we had to pester Akufo-Addo at least to issue a statement denouncing the use of military force on ordinary protesters.
Well, I thank you for that, but I think those ones are just for the decorations. The ones behind the scenes are much, much more important. That's what I'm calling for, not the ones for show, but the quiet ones that nobody sees. That dawn conversation where solves problem. That's what I am calling for. That's what I am calling for. That at all costs, we must help our brothers. The leaders should be talking behind the scenes. And be solving the problem. For if we are to create a refugee situation in Nigeria, we will be in big trouble. Well, good evening to you, Madam Rita Yoku. Madam Rita Yoku, good evening. Yawo Yoku. I'm told you're tuned in. And congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Opoku from Maranatha Methodist Church on your new baby boy. This is from Alex Robertson. Well, folks, as I said, next year I'll be 10 years on the throne and 50 years. Can you imagine? It's a double whammy for me. 50 years and 10 years on the throne. All roads lead to the little republic of Massa. Stand by for the details. To be around Easter, definitely. So stand by for the details. The Massa will be open for business. So I'll have my little, not green book, blue book. And I'll list all the things I have done. So at this time, we're calling on all these, big companies who want to associate with a little town that's really trying to make a mark in this town to, get in touch so that we do a nice collaboration and celebrate in style. Lift up people from poverty, boost up education. While I'm doing that, and I say thank you to Ohineyere for that library. It's probably one of the only, library attached, proper library attached to a school in any rural area that you can find. Yes, we are able. What is it? Now, folks, this is it. Sammy Forsen is up next. But not before Kojo Menu. Not before Kojo Menu gives you the news bulletin. External producer Nana Ansah, thank you. My son Abeku was on the ones and twos, and as I always say, until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter.